So it's Valentine's Day, and we've been talking about long-term commitment. And we seem to have a problem with that.
Joe and I were recalling all the bows that we've shot in the last year. Behind us on this table represents about half of them.
Yeah.
These are the bows that we currently own that we're kind of rotating through. And we realized we have too many bows.
We've decided to do something about it. We are going to have a little fun challenge between the two of us. We honestly couldn't get anyone else to join. I think the stakes were too high. So we are going to shoot one bow for everything, for an entire year.
One bow to do it all. This is hunting. This is any kind of hunting too. This is spot and stalk. This is blind hunting. I'm going to Africa. This is tree stand hunting. This is every form of target archery, field, indoor, outdoor,
Spots, yeah.
3D.
Yeah.
This is one bow for everything.
Except if we want to hunt with a trad bow, we can hunt with a trad bow still. You can't take that away from me.
So we have a couple clauses. Basically, this agreement has insanely high stakes, like Joe was saying. Shoot the same bow, one bow, for an entire year. If you fail, if you have to switch, if you intentionally cut the strings on your bow to justify getting another one,
You're going to have to shave your head from the neck up. That includes beard, hair, eyebrows, everything. Like, and I know enough people, like, we can hold him down. He might be able to find enough people to hold me down. We're not exactly sure. But yeah, it's high stakes, and like, I've been sweating. We've been talking about this for 2 weeks, and I still get sweaty every time I think about it. I'm not going to lie. It's not going to be fun. But it might be fun. I don't know. We'll see.
so let's go over that contract right now, and we'll tell you guys what this deal is all about.
I feel like Luke's going to go to Africa clean shaven.
Oh, geez. Okay, so in this contract, you know, things can happen, bows can break, different things like that. We can get impatient. Basically, we've outlined a couple of exemptions for this one bow per year rule, whatever you want to call it. What are we going to call this thing? Is it a deal? Game?
Challenge?
Challenge.
Challenge sounds about right. Yeah.
Exemptions for this challenge.
Yeah.
We have a broken bow clause, so you want to talk about that a little bit?
So things happen, right? Bearings go bad, strings, you could nick your string with a broadhead. Stuff happens, right? Limbs crack, whatever. If your bow breaks, pull another bow out, start using it. But until that bow's fixed, once that bow's fixed, you know, we'll say it has to be within a month. Like, everything we can fix within a month. It's not that big a deal. You can shoot something else. You know, drops out of a tree stand. But there is no ground tuning. Ground tuning does no. If you do it, you're stuck. You can just shoot your recurve, I guess.
We will Sherlock Holmes it. If I feel like Joe cut his bowstrings with a broadhead, I will dig into this, and I'm sure he will do the same with me, because one
like
bow
CSI, Miami, but in middle field.
I don't expect Joe to ever do something like that. But
Depends. Tough times.
I'm talking to Joe that has 7 bows right now.
Yeah.
Joe with one bow is a different Joe, especially since he has a new CP28 on the way.
Yeah, it's just, I'm going to take the box, just put it under the bed at home, and forget I have it.
Then another one, recurves are allowed.
Yes.
So one bow a year, that's pretty much torture for us. We both shoot recurves a lot. We're not gonna.
It's too fun to take recurves at a 3D range on a nice day.
Exactly. So we're gonna be able to shoot our recurves. We're gonna be able to hunt with our recurves, but this is just one compound bow. The swap card, which apparently,
I thought Uno had a swap card. I swear to God, like, I've been saying it for like a month. I've been saying like, oh, we're going to have this swap card. I'm going to get one and get it laminated. They don't exist. Apparently there's a swap hands card. I don't know. My bad. I made it up. So we're going to make one.
we're gonna use the concept though.
Yeah.
We're gonna use the made-up concept from Uno. Just wasted $7 on a deck of cards to find out that there's...
That was the rest. I'm like, oh, there's no swap. Oh, well.
Yeah, Uno cards are $7, by the way. Just keep that in mind before you go. Try to buy Uno cards. At one point in the year, Joe and I will be able to swap bows.
You know, I could
Bows
take
in
his
general.
bow.
Okay.
I could take,
Ooh,
you know,
I like that.
there's always new stuff trickling in, right? So you never know what we could see. You know, maybe I fall in love with a new bow that comes in. I don't know. But once you use that card, that, like, you're done. So I guess really at the end of the day, we're limiting ourselves to 2 bows for a year. I guess really. But it's still, like, my palms are sweaty. Like, I'm not even, like...
So you got broken bow clause, recurves allowed, swap card. Now, you can modify your one bow as much as you want to. I have, like, a result, for example. I could potentially turn that into a result 38 by putting new limbs on the thing. Mm-hmm. You can change poundages of your limbs. You can change, like, so, like, you can, as long as it's...
Serial numbers are on the riser.
Yes. Pretty much that's what it's going to come down to, is the riser has got to stay the same. And I would almost say cams, too. Like, you know, like, Frankenbow is going to complete...
I can't S2 cam my EVL.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, that completely changes the bow. So, you got to stick with the same cams and riser. Limbs can change.
Yeah, just purely for, like, the amount of indoor spots we shoot. I don't want to shoot a 70-pound bow indoors, so...
Yep. Backup bow clause.
Oh, yeah. Like, Luke will not quit talking about he's going to Africa. Good Lord, they know. He wants to have a backup bow. And I get it. You're spending a ton of money to get there. He needs to have something, so we're going to give him that allowance. Like, unless he starts abusing it, and then maybe I just shave his head randomly. Maybe just 1 stripe for each abuse. I don't know. We're not sure yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. We are talking about commitment right now. Mm-hmm. So, you know, like, if I have my one main bow, but Joe sees me, you know, taking out the old bow, the backup bow, every, you know, couple of days, he's going to start to get suspicious. There's probably something going on there.
Yeah. And I can park across the street and look in the windows with binoculars and keep an eye on him.
Of course, we have to mention the sponsorship clause.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're getting big, YouTube. If someone reaches out and it's like, hey, we're going to pay you $10 million a year if you switch to shoot this bow, I got to take that deal. It's too sweet. So just in case, we're leaving it out open. Yep. So, you know, that's there too. It's probably the most realistic one, honestly.
That was the first one we added.
Yeah, just in case. Got to keep sponsors happy.
Yeah, when Bowtech comes, like, hands and knees groveling at my front door saying, Luke, please shoot my bows. Yeah, we need you.
Paige Pierce is not selling enough bows for us. We need you with your 500 YouTube followers.
Exactly.
To help us.
Yep. Tim Gillingham is like, I just haven't done enough research. Like, we need you on the team.
Yeah. He's running out of holes to screw stabilizers into.
I'm going to take it. All right, I think that about sums up our contract. So let's get to signing it.
Yeah. All right, so current stable, Athens Peak 38, PSE EVL 34, 80 pounds. Bowtech Reckoning, Athens Vista 33, 65 pounds. PSE EVO 35, 70 pounds. RPM 360 Bowtech. And the bow I bought for no reason other than it's the coolest bow in the world, the Oneida Tomcat 2. And that's what we're shooting currently, minus like 6 other bows that I've had over the last, 6 months, 8 months. Yeah, the whole one bow thing is going to be a big challenge for me, but we're going to suffer through and see what happens. I can't shave my eyebrows again. That's horrible. I look weird, but hopefully it doesn't happen.
Okay, so here is my lineup for just the current bows that I have right now. This is not a representation of all the bows I've shot this year. Somehow Joe has more than me, like 3 bows more than me. I don't understand it, I don't like it, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Honestly, I think that gives me an advantage in this challenge here because I have 3 less bows than Joe, so going down to 1 should be a lot easier for me. So let's go through the bows that I have. The whole time thinking about how can I combine these all into one bow. Main bow right now, PSE Supra RTX, the Athens Peak 38. This isn't my bow, this is Joe's bow. It's just serving as a stand-in because I've put my other one on loan right now. Athens Vista 35, Result 36, a Bowtech solution, and that sums it up for all the compound bows that I've had right now. It's not the most I've ever owned, it's not the least I've ever owned, it's it's kind of average for me. It is a little bit on the lower side, like just from like what I would have had them before. I feel like there's a funny perspective to this video that we can just kind of blatantly throw out.
Like we're total freaking morons, and anybody should be able to shoot one bow for an entire year, but we're so ADHD that we can't.
That's it. Well, when you're changing bows more than you change underwear, like that's not a good thing. So there's a running joke around here. I don't know why people pick me out more than you.
People like me better, I think.
Yeah, we go through bows too much. So our customers that have had one bow forever, and they're, you know, I don't know.
They're totally happy.
Yeah, exactly. That's possible. I want to go back to that and just enjoy archery.
All right, so we're going to start this March 1st. I feel like that's as good as time as any.
Most of the new bows are out, with the exception of target bows.
But who's going to pick a target bow? That'd be dumb.
My hunting isn't usually what hinders me all that much, except now, going to Africa. I will be spotting and stalking, so I want a very small bow.
Hey, if you guys want to play a fun game, watch this video and drink a shot every time Luke says Africa. Let me know how far you make it.
Like if it screws up the stalk for me, that's the whole trip out the window. But if it screws up a couple points for me indoor, I don't care. Like I really don't care at the end of the day. So, you know, but at the same time, it's not going to be enjoyable to shoot for an entire league season. So keep in mind, this is going to take us into next year's leagues. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
This year's leagues.
Yeah. Finishing out this year's leagues.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that. Basically my biggest concerns, Africa.
Drink.
Outdoor, field, and probably 3D is going to be the same setup. And then indoor, those are pretty much my three main things that I need to fit this bow for.
Don't forget we're going to TAC too.
And we're going to TAC. Hopefully we're not going in May, because...
No, it's June.
Okay, I'm going to Africa in May.
It's going to be tough, dude. Like, I'm like, there's no middle of the road fast bow. Yeah. Yeah, my Copenhagen consumption has went up in the last 2 weeks ridiculously.
So we want to hear what you guys think. We want to hear, okay, so yeah, we have at this shop, what I'm a dealer for, what this shop is a dealer for, we have Athens, Elite, Bowtech, PSE, and Bear. Those are the ones that we're choosing from. We would like to hear within those companies, or even without outside of those companies, what bow would you guys pick if you had one? What kind of situations would you be trying to cram this bow into? What are things that maybe we're not thinking of right now? That
Don't make it worse, guys. Don't make it worse.
Might cause Joe some complications down the road.
Yeah. The only thing I really care about this year is TAC and Alpha, the bow hunter challenge thing, which at the end of the day, that's not a big deal. Any bow would work for that. But yeah, and just fun. Like I just want a fun bow to shoot.
We should do like a Viking funeral for the rest of our bows.
That Viking funeral is going to be on Archery Talk. And I need to get some money to pay for the counseling I'm going to need after this.
So, what would you say was your motivation for doing the one bow challenge?
I have no idea. I honestly don't know why we're doing this. Like, I get the nervous sweats thinking about only having one bow for a year.
I see.
Even with the recurve clause, it still freaks me out.
I see. What would you say your biggest worry is? Like, if you were to say one thing could make you break down and pull out of this challenge, what do you think that would be?
Not getting to shoot the bow I want to shoot when I want to shoot it. Basically FOMO.
FOMO.
Yes, the fear of missing out.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Have you been having any archery-related dreams lately?
I have this one reoccurring dream where I'm running through the woods in my underwear with a bow, but I don't think it has anything to do with archery. gonna have eyebrows.
I don't want to do this.
Already? We haven't even started yet.